everyone, my name is Raja, and welcome to Taj Mahal Aquatics. Previously, I showed you some of the fish that are actually bad for beginners that most beginners didn't know about. When beginners go to the fish store to get their first fish, there are so many options of fish to choose that maybe beginners are overwhelmed with the amount of options of fish. And before you purchase your first ever fish, it is very important to do some research about the best fish for you or the fish that you want to purchase. That way, you will not end up like those beginners that choose the wrong fish, and you will have a better understanding and preference for what is the best fish for you or about the fish that you want to purchase. And after I showed you some of the fish that are actually bad for beginners, you might be wondering what are the fish that are actually the best ones for beginners. Like I said previously, when newbies come to fish stores, there's a lot of options to choose from, and many newbies may be confused on what is the best fish for their first ever fish. So to answer your curiosity, I'm gonna show you some fish that are perfect for beginners. This video is gonna show you what are the best fishes for your first ever fish. So hopefully after you watch this video, you will have a better understanding on what is the best fish for your first ever fish. So what are the perfect fish for beginners? And what makes these fish suitable for a newbie fish keeper? And what fish that you should choose for your first ever fish? The first fish that is suitable for beginners is platy. Platy are quite popular among hobbyists, and they are a beautiful and fun fish to watch. And platy varieties are so diverse, which means there are a lot of platy varieties that you can choose. Platy are very easy to take care of, which makes them beginners-friendly fish. And you don't actually need a large aquarium to house them. They will do great in a 10-gallon aquarium. So if you have a 10-gallon aquarium, these fish are worth considering. Next fish that is also suitable for beginners is swordtail. They look like platy, but they are actually a different kind of fish. Swordtail are also a popular fish in the hobby, and they are also the best fish for beginners that just started fish keeping for the first time. They almost look like platy, but they are actually different. Swordtail have a signature elongated, sword-shaped tail that sets them apart. They are easy to take care of and one of the best fish for beginners. They can live in a 10-gallon aquarium as well, but many hobbyists may suggest you put these fish in a 15 or 20-gallon aquarium. So if you have a 10 or 20-gallon aquarium, you may want to consider these fish as your first fish. Next fish that is also suitable for beginners is zebra danio. Zebra danio are a favorite fish among the hobbyists, and they are also a very popular fish in the hobby. They are a very hardy and active fish, and they are easy to take care of, which makes them a perfect choice if you are looking for your first ever fish. You could actually put them in a 5-gallon aquarium, but the ideal aquarium size for these fish is actually 10 gallons. So if you have a 10-gallon aquarium, then you may want to consider these fish as your first fish. The next fish that you should consider for your first ever fish is Corydoras. Corydoras, or Cory catfish, is one of the most recommended fish by many hobbyists. And they are also a perfect bottom dweller for community tanks. Corydoras varieties are so diverse, which means there are a lot of options of Corydoras varieties to choose from. They are a perfect fish for hobbyists of all experience levels, including the beginners fish keepers. They are very suitable for a 20-gallon aquarium or 30-gallon aquarium. So if you have something like a 20 or 30-gallon aquarium, then these fish are worth considering. The next fish to consider if you are looking for your first ever fish is neon tetra, the most popular tetra variants and the most beautiful tetra variety. Neon tetra are the jewels of aquariums, and they are a beautiful and the most enjoyable fish for many hobbyists. They are a very peaceful fish, and they are very easy to take care of, which makes them a perfect fish choice for beginners. They do great in a 10 or 20-gallon aquarium. So if you have a 10 or 20-gallon aquarium, then these fish might be worth considering for your first ever fish. And the last fish that is suitable for a beginner's fish keeper is guppies. Guppies are an incredibly popular fish in the hobby, and there's a lot to like about these fish. These fish are very hardy fish that are very adaptable with any conditions. And they are also very easy to maintain, which makes them really beginners friendly. Guppy varieties are also very diverse, and there's a lot of beautiful guppy varieties to choose from. You can put these fish in a 5-gallon aquarium, but they actually do better in a 10-gallon aquarium. So if you have a 5 or 10-gallon aquarium, then these fish are worth considering as your first ever fish. So those are the best fish for beginners that just started their fish keeping journey. In the fish store, there's a lot of fish options to choose from, and for most beginners, finding the right fish for their first ever fish might be a bit challenging. Remember, before you buy your first ever fish, it is very important to do some research about the best fish for your first ever fish or about the fish that you want. That way, you will have a clear view of what is the best fish for your first ever fish, and also some information about the fish that you want, so you can have a clear preference to choose your first ever fish. So from all of the fishes that I showed you, which one would you choose? Let me know in the comment section because I want to know. So those are the best fish for beginner fish keepers. And what do you think about this video? Do you find it to be informative and useful? Or is there any misinformation in this video? Let me know in the comment section below because I want to know. And also, if you think that there are other fish that are also perfect for beginners, let me know as well. And that's a wrap for this video. And if you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And share this video if you find this video to be helpful and amusing. Share your ideas and feedback in the comment section below. And subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any new uploads in the future. Thanks for watching and keep living the fish life.